MP, you got that look in your eye tonight. They better watch out. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at Brooklyn. They've managed to crawl down to the 9th best record in the conference.
And right now for the Nets, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Jackson. Valentine out there with Cam Thomas. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Johnson in at the power forward. And for the Warriors, the athletic front court pair. Wiggins alongside Kuminga. Stephen Curry's out there with MP. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5, roaming the paint. One thing, Doris, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Now Thomas. Pass to Valentine. It's rebounded by Golden State. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
The Warriors shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets. And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
Now, here's Thomas. Valentine with it. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Curry against Thomas. Shoots off the step back. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
That mid-range is where Thomas may be his most effective and confident.
Here's Justice. Oh!
My goodness.
And the league is still buzzing, Greg, about MP registering a quadruple double.
One of the greatest all-around games in league history. MP is an incredible talent, and you know he'll put on another show here tonight.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And MP throws it down.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
Outside Thomas. From deep three-point territory. It's hauled in by MP.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Now, here's Valentine. He's coming off a 19-point game against Orlando.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Johnson against MP. Back to Curry. Takes the three. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
Middleton outside. It's Thomas on the wing. Knocked loose, and the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And as we're reaching the end of the calendar year, here's a great chance to delve into the updated power rankings. You look at the Timberwolves, they sink a little bit here in the rankings, still, though, remaining in the top 5.
And I think for Golden State, they just understand how good they really are. One of the biggest hurdles is to avoid complacency, though, down the stretch.
Now, here's MP. Playing Houston, he was nearly unstoppable. And Kuminga throws it down.
That's just MP reading the defense, going through his progression, and making the right play.
Nets trail by 7. Spins. Here's Valentine. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. And so MP will bring it up for the Warriors. And Curry has it in the corner. MP deciding where to go with it. Pass to Jackson Davis. Fires from deep. Curry can't get it to go. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Shoots from the baseline, and it's good off the back rim and in. Thomas got his second basket of the night.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Outside Curry from deep. Rebounded by the Nets. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
I think a lot of people were surprised by that result because on paper, you didn't think that that game would be that competitive.
Now here's Thomas. A 20-point game for him in the win against Orlando. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
Well, for Cam Thomas, obviously, the whole conversation about why he's in the league is his scoring ability. And I think the next step for him, he's got to start to be able to play make for his teammates. Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Nets trail by 6. And here is Valentine. He has 5. Shot clock at 6. Here's Thomas. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Thomas got 7.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
MP with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And Kuminga throws it down.
Out of the pick and roll, MP able to read and react.
Nets have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. He gets it in there. He's got 10.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Nets trail by 8. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, MP in the last game against the Rockets was outstanding. He had an impressive number of points, and the points were just the start of it. He joined an elite few by walking away with a quadruple double. Those were video game numbers he put up in that last game. Boy, it had the league abuzz. We'll see what he's got in store tonight. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Pass to Jackson Davis. And a wide open look for MP. And another three for Golden State.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Drummond's checked in for Wigan. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. The Warriors making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Now let's check out and highlight the best defenses in the NBA. The Warriors, number 1.
Well, allowing the fewest points per game in the entire league, this defense has been absolutely dominant. Give the coaches a ton of credit. Players are skilled and motivated. You've got good schemes. Very tough to score against this bunch.
Now here's Thomas. He has 7. Drills the three-pointer. Thomas got 10 points.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Drummond sets the screen for MP. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Hammers the alley-oop through.
How about the anticipation from Andre Drummond, understanding the alley-oop is there and converting with style.
Nets trail by 13. That's tipped. MP passes to Kerr. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Stephen Curry.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
All right, we're in the middle of the season here, Greg. How do you stay engaged at this time of the year?
Honestly, Kevin, it can be hard. The schedule is so daunting. There's really no time to reset. So spending your off days recharging, I think, is important.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Downey's checked in, and it's Whitehead in for Chris Middleton. It's Curry outside. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. He's got 16.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Pass to Clowney. Now here's Valentine. Jackson Davis defending. And the Nets miss again. Warriors leading by 15. To the paint. A steal. Valentine with it. Now defended by MP. Hangs. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, crafty move there from MP to get to the foul line. The young man, fearless inside.
And the Nets making a change here. Trent's checked in. And so Thomas will bring it up for the Nets. And stolen by MP. All alone. And MP throws it down hard.
MP, what a fancy finish.
Nets trail by 19. Here's Trent. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Here's MP. Gary Trent Jr. making his last shot. Curry with a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul. of the game. Kuminga's come in for Golden State. Miles McBride comes in for Curry, and the Nets making a change here as well. Johnson's checked in. Trent can't hit. Warriors leading by 17. Over to the wing. Back to MP. Outside Kuminga. And the three off target. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Thomas passes to Trent. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Right hand shot is off.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And Kuminga throws it down.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. The Warriors making the shot. Thomas, that's good.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
And MP throws it down.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Garrett, he's checked in for the Nets.
Number 4, Lou Garrett.
MP inside. Thompson from long range. It's hauled in by Trent.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Pass to Whitehead. This one for 3. Claxton no good. Warriors leading by 18. MP kicks to Kuminga. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Trent outside. 43 seconds left here in the first quarter. Claxton sets the screen for Trent. 4 on the shot clock.
Well, Claxton could have an apartment up near the rim. These dunk attempts are routine.
Here's Golden State. 19-point game. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets, and they came away with a win.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
Now, here's MP. 13 points in the game. Drives to the hoop. Good defense by Claxton. And so it's the Golden State Warriors feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their work from beyond the arc has been a highlight. A lot of threes finding the bottom of the bucket. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And Glenn. He's checked in for the Warriors. MP comes in for Miles McBride. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Gary Trent is out there with Whitehead. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Spencer in at the 3. Justice. Pass to Kuminga. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
To the middle, here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He kept off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
To the inside. That one misses. Nice defense from Kuminga. Pass to MP. Back to Kuminga. Kuminga off the pick from Justice. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. So, Doris, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner three now is such a staple in these offenses.
That's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it would take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Now here's Middleton. Hasn't made one yet. Down low. Good D by Drummond. Warriors leading by 19 points. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
You know, D.A., we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. Now, MP. Following the miss by Jaren Jackson from deep. MP against Middleton. Now, here's MP. He's tightly guarded, and it's Wiggins missing.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And the basket is good. And it's 7 points for Klay Thompson.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And the foul called on MP. That's his third foul of the game. Some changes for Golden State. Santos has checked in, and it's Stephen Curry in for Thompson. Thomas checked in for Brooklyn. Valentine comes in for Gary Trent. Now here's Thomas. He's got 13. Pass to Valentine. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Well, there are certain guys you probably don't want to challenge. Andre Drummond sends it back.
It's Curry outside. The offensive rebound. There's the three. That one falls through. It's his sixth make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And he's going up for the alley-oop.
MP might be young, but looking like a veteran with that read and setup.
Brooklyn's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Timeout called the Nets. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more time.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And we'll be right back after this.
Into center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
Pleased to have you tune in. What better way to start than by checking out the contenders for the dunk contest on All-Star Weekend?
You know me, I'm a stickler for rating these competitions. If I've seen your dunk before, bad score.
Wow, you're a... Changing focus now to that first half. A brutal game so far for the Brooklyn Nets.
I don't see the fight.
And that's a halftime wrap.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
The athletic front court pair. Wiggins alongside Kuminga. Stephen Curry's out there with MP. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center, locking down the middle. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting well. They're at 45%. Here's Valentine. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Valentine's got 10.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Thomas. Back to Jackson. The Nets working the ball around now. Just 5 on the clock. That's good from Thomas on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one. And you talk about complementary pieces, Doris. Cam Johnson could fit on any team in the NBA.
And that is because, Kevin, he has got one of the most valuable skills in the game today. That's range shooting. He's got size and a quick release, and he just continues to grow on the defensive end.
Curry gets the bucket.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
And stolen by MP. And the dunk by MP.
You see on that drive right there, that's just burst from MP.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Curry against Thomas. It's deflected.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Kuminga the pass to Justice. To Kuminga. And the 3 ball is good. Kuminga's got 23 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And MP throws it down.
By the time this young man is done, MP could be one of the great scorers we've ever seen.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Johnson outside. Pass to Thomas. Jackson, a screen on Curry. Thomas passes to Jackson. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Back to MP. Takes a 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Now here's Valentine. Covered by MP. Thomas, a screen on MP. To stop the run, and it's blocked. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession.
Brooklyn basketball.
Shot clock at 3. Pulls it from the elbow. Shot's good by Middleton.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
And MP throws it down.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Jackson Davis.
You know, Doris, we know how physical the NBA is, but can you talk to the importance of mental toughness as well, and what it means for a player?
Kevin, I don't think a player can be successful in the NBA, and certainly a team cannot, without some level of grit and mental toughness. And what does that mean? How does that manifest itself? It means handling adversity. It means overcoming a key injury. There's a toughness required to be amongst the smartest, most resilient players or teams in the NBA.
Valentine kicks to Thomas. Middleton the pass to Valentine. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Thomas, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
When Cam Thomas gets going, folks, he can get as hot as anyone in this league.
MP with it, now guarded by Valentine. And MP throws it down.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Johnson outside. Pass to Thomas. Warriors with the rebound. MP's got 11 rebounds in the game. Wiggins passes to Justice. Here's Kuminga. And another assist for him. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Now Middleton. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Johnson finds Middleton. Outside Thomas. No good on the three.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
The Nets have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Valentine wide open. He fires. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
3 points.
Valentine's got 7 now in this quarter.
The correct decision by Middleton, moving to his wide open teammate. Chris, a terrific passer off the wing.
Curry gets the bucket.
He got loose from downtown the first half, now has 3 here in the second. Unstoppable.
Here's Valentine. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. Basket good. Valentine's got 17 now. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Back to MP. Five on the clock. MP sets the screen for Curry. And another 3 for Golden State.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
And stolen by MP. Wiggins from outside. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Chris Middleton. And Trent subbed in for Valentine. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Nets. Upside Thomas. Over Justice. Thomas, no luck.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
MP with it. He's got 21. No good with the triple.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Outside for Thomas. And it's Trent in the corner. Jackson setting the pick here for Trent. Just 4 to shoot. And he gets the jumper to drop. 8 points for him.
Now, the shot mechanics are just so pure. Gary Trent Jr., such a dangerous shooter.
Over in the corner, McBride. And here's MP for 3. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside Jackson. Here's the 3. MP grabs the miss. MP's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class leading. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
And the foul called on MP. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Brownie's checked in, and it's Whitehead in for Cameron Johnson.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
MP inside, defended by Trent.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. Here's Thomas. 24 points for him. Pass to Trent. Screen by Claxton. Inside. And Claxton throws it down.
Well, we know Trent Jr. can flat shoot the basketball, but he has to balance that with his passing. Nice delivery there.
MP against Thomas. MP inside. That one good for 2. MP's got 10 points here in the second half.
Boy, it looked like the D was going to get to that shot, but what a job he did to change his release and get the lay-in.
Pass to Clowney. It's Thomas on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And that one is good. Thomas got 26.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
DB thinking about Cam Thomas. When he gets on a roll, he is tough to stop.
Kevin, he reminds me a little bit of the microwave Vinnie Johnson back in the days of Detroit. When this guy is hot, get out of his way and let him do his thing.
Thomas passes to Trent. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Clowney, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
MP inside. Missed inside. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Whitehead passes to Thomas. Trent outside. Outside for Thomas. Pass to Clowney. Over Drummond. And Clowney can't get it to go. The Warriors shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Justice the pass to Santos. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. This is his first free throw of the game.
76% on.
And here is MP. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Garrett. Also, Gary Trent out there. Whitehead out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Clowney in at the power forwards position.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Pass to Whitehead. And so often, we'll hear talk about how many rings a great player has. Doris, do we emphasize that maybe too much?
I think, Kevin, first and foremost, a great player is great no matter what. This is a team sport, and a player doesn't have control necessarily of the parts and pieces behind him or the organization within which he's trying to succeed. Titles matter, certainly, there's no question, and it's great fodder for fans, but it's not how I define a great player.
Wow, hammering it in! Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And Brooklyn has possession. To the middle, here's Clowney, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Nice shot by Thompson.
Well, don't forget, Klay Thompson is 6'6". He's got great size for a guard. It allows him to mix it up inside.
Pass to Trent. To the paint. And Claxton throws it down.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Down low, Here's MP, and the dunk by MP.
Oh, man, I love to see that. MP elevating.
Poked away and stolen by MP. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Pass to Drummond. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Santos. His three-pointers off the mark.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And here are the Nets. Whitehead deciding where to go with it. Here's Trent. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there. They are challenging them and getting it done.
He totally lost his defender, broke his ankles, then knocks down the jumper.
Yeah, and it's one thing to score on a guy. It's another to flat out torch him.
Screen by Claxton. Shots good by Whitehead.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Russell against MP. Doris, why is there so much parity around the NBA now?
Yeah, Kevin, I think the new salary cap rules have certainly contributed to what we're seeing in terms of that parity. Super teams are more difficult to assemble. The talent is more evenly spread. And obviously, it has made for a greater level of competition. What could be better?
Offensive rebound. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Friday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Portland, and they'll be taking on the Trailblazers. And then on Saturday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks. And the Warriors making a change here. Irving's checked in, and a switch here for Brooklyn. Chris Middleton's checked in for Russell.
And how about the movement there by Drummond off that pick and roll, getting himself to a great spot there for the finish. Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And the Warriors making a change here. Santos is checked in.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line. And if you want to talk about liftoff, folks, he went right from the launching pad. Serious extended hang time there. Even at full speed, it looked like he was in slow motion. Just amazing.
And stolen by MP. To the inside, Drummond. It's hauled in by Claxton. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Fires the three. The second chance effort. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Here's MP.
Just stunning the defense and the crowd, for that matter. How artistic was that dunk by MP?
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot. Thomas got 9 points here in the second half. Pass to MP. Here's Santos. Now MP. Every year, Doris, the NBA has a few points of emphasis they want to make. Anything you'd like to see emphasized?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, one thing that has to happen is we have got to give the defense a greater chance to succeed. We've tilted the game too heavily in the offense's favor, meaning too often at the rim, there's foul shots given for marginal contact. I think the defense has got to become... You have love the attitude of MP tonight. He's looked for his shot from the opening tip, and he's been so involved.
The Nets have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Middleton outside. From 6 away. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. MP's got rebound number 15 here tonight. And MP throws it down.
MP is the lightning and the thunder.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. The 3 from Valentine. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And MP throws it down hard.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Yeah, and that's number 5. One more, and he is going to be done for the day.
Personal foul.
That's good from Valentine. Miles McBride's checked in for Thompson. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Johnson's checked in. Golden State's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. The 3 from MP. The three-pointer is right on target. MP's got 43 points.
MP looking solid from there.
Got a piece of it. Here's the break, pushing it up. Pushes it down to finish the break.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Shot by Johnson, no good. The Warriors shooting impressively throughout at 62%. It's good from long range.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Valentine kicks to Thomas. Back to Valentine. Nets passing it around. Here's Middleton. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
MP up top. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Middleton against Matthews. And Middleton kicks to Johnson. To the paint. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Justice. It's good. MP's got 45 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And the foul called on MP. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to...
You're one of the only players to ever get a quadruple double.